cash Kardashian outside? No, we can't do it. Danielle Bregoli, still best known as the Cash Me Outside, how about our girl, met another celebrity, and the two even posed for a photo. It's always great when troubled young teenager meets a real role model. But sometimes they just meet Kim Kardashian, instead. Okay, so Kim Kardashian isn't technically their worst role model. She's a successful businesswoman. She's a wife and mother. And, as it turns out, Kim doesn't do coke after all. Compared to Danielle Bregoli's environment growing up, that basically makes Kim a saint. Not to be confused with Kim's son, Saint. But Danielle seems to be poised to continue to capitalize on her newfound fame, just as Kim Kardashian once did. Danielle is also set to have her own reality series, which sounds like a mess but possibly an irresistible one. So, Kim and Danielle might come from different worlds, but Danielle still has a few things in common with Kim's younger self. The meeting, however, wasn't to talk strategy or some sort of bizarre reality crossover event. Danielle Bregoli's meeting with Kim Kardashian wasn't a big deal, according to Danielle. I was eating lunch. We have a mutual friend. I walked up and said hello, took a pic together. That was it. So it wasn't even really a meeting in that sense. They weren't comparing notes, or strategizing. Hell, they weren't even just hanging out and getting to know one another. They just, literally met. And, unlike when Danielle Bregoli and David Spade slammed each other after meeting, it was pretty low-key. Thank goodness, if they ever feuded, Kim would crush Danielle without batting an eye. Danielle has had some unkind things to say about Kylie Jenner and other members of the Kardashian family in the past, so you'd think that Kim wouldn't have given her the time of day, right? As it turns out, Kim didn't even know who Danielle was, and thought that she was just another fan. That sounds like a slight against Danielle. But actually it's not a great sign for Kim. Who in the world doesn't know about Cash Me Outside? Even people who are so old that they watch Dr. Phil know about her. It's impossible to ignore something like Cash Me Outside within American youth culture, even if Danielle isn't still lingering in everyone's minds. Danielle needs to come out with that show now or she'll be forgotten before it airs. We're not saying that this social blind spot heralds the end of Kim's relevance. Far from it. But the next time that someone tries to point to Kim as someone who's fully immersed in the culture, point to this. Ultimately, Danielle Bregoli could be famous for years. But if all that comes next is more legal troubles for her bad behavior, people will get bored. She needs to make some good headlines to keep treading water until her show airs, whenever it airs. In fact, that might be what this quick photo op was really all about.